Hey guys, and welcome in to a video review of two controllers I got. This is going to be called PlayStation Controller Extravaganza. Alright, so that's probably the most boring title of a video ever, or the most exciting. So I was inspired by CI5 Lactics. He put up a post. He put a post on my comment on my GTA car chase video saying, "Hey, do a review on this controller that you're using because we've never seen it before." Blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to, and it's a bit delayed, I'm sorry. So the controller in question I was using a couple of days ago is this, and I'm going to give you a look here. This is the controller itself. Let's give you a look at the box so you can tell what it is. It is a HF1 Bluetooth controller PS3. I said it was Mad Catz, it's not, it's actually GioTech. I completely got mixed up there, sorry. Ergonomic FPS controller for PlayStation 3. So this is meant for like Call of Duty, that kind of thing, Battlefield. It's meant for your Call of Duty / shooty games. And you can flip the triggers. Now that's probably the main feature I bought this thing for. I don't like PlayStation 3 triggers. I absolutely hate how slidey and slippy they are. So this thing for me was a godsend. On the back, let's take a look. It tells you about it. Ergonomically designed to enhance FPS gameplay, contoured action buttons, turbo functionality, concave slip rubber thumb grips and offset thumbsticks, and dish directional pad, flip switch, and variable resistors, and ergonomically shaped. Batteries not included. That's one thing I'll get to. So the controller itself is made of a weird fabric. It's like it feels slimy. I don't get it. It's like snake skin. That's the only thing I can compare it to be honest. Yes, I did have a snake once. And if you can hear like it slides across. It's very weird. It feels quite odd in the hand, and I suppose it makes your hands get quite sweaty, so I don't know if it's the best design for a Call of Duty or shooter FPS kind of game. Now the coolest feature, and the most feature people buy this for, is you can swap these triggers. So most shooting games on the PlayStation use the L1 R1s, and as you can see, they're shite on this. They're probably the worst L1 and R1 buttons I've ever used. I quite like L1 and R1 being used on the PlayStation, to be honest. I'd rather have that than have them on the triggers, which are terrible. So with the Xbox, I loved having them on the triggers, the LT and RTs, because they're shaped like triggers. As these ones, you can see, they're a lot better than the PlayStation ones. They feel a lot more trigger-like. And they're really nice. So you've got a switch on the front here where you can swap it over. So you could actually swap these to these or these to these, and it does it instantly. So you don't have to go into any options, set up your game or anything like that. Thankfully, some games already have the feature where you can swap these automatically through the game. Like Skyrim, you can map all the controls, which I thought was amazing, to be honest. I thought only PC games really did that. But with Call of Duty and stuff, they make you use the L1 and R1s on PlayStation. So if you want to use triggers, you can, and you can just swap them over, and it just swaps those two functionalities over. So your grenades would be here, like the Xbox. The buttons are okay. They're alright. They're okay. And the triggers, as you can see, that's the trigger. Sorry, the analog sticks. That's another reason I got this, because look, it's Xbox layout, which I love. I love the Xbox layout, and it feels really nice in the hand. A lot better than I think than the PS3, because you got them down here on the PS3. I can actually I should be able to get a PS3 controller actually for you guys and show you if I can see one. I can't see any. Back in a second, I should be able to get one for you and show you this, just to compare them. And as you can see with the PS3 controller, they have the layout here of the two analog sticks, and with the differences, of course, you can see they're of course different. They're up there as opposed to down here, and the triggers. I mean, look, they go the wrong way. They slide down. I hate the PS3 controllers sometimes. They're really good in some games, but in driving games especially, it's just like, whoa, 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 trying to accelerate, and oh god, you accidentally slip off the brake, and it's so annoying. This controller fixes all those issues, but I've only had this for about a year, and already the USB functionality's gone. You can plug this in via USB, or you can put two AA batteries in it. And the functionality is gone. So you plug in a USB and it doesn't recognize it. The PlayStation, it flashes and then just goes off. So you can't have this thing plugged into your PlayStation and play with it, which is annoying. You have to have AA batteries, and the distance on this thing is absolutely horrendous. You get a few feet away and it starts lagging like hell, and you have to be quite close to the PlayStation to be able to play with this. I don't know if this is because it's old now, or if it's because I've used it so much, or if that was a problem at the start, because I only ever really use this with the USB plugged in. I like myself wired controllers, to be honest, and I do like the opportunity to be able to pull them out and play with them wirelessly, but you know, that is a bit of a pain. I don't like that. And also, batteries only seem to last about a day in this, not even that, which is quite annoying. It seems I don't play the PlayStation too much. It's not like I'm playing Skyrim for like, you know, 24 hours a day. I'm normally getting around 10 hours of gameplay, maybe not even that, a day, and it's just, yeah, maybe less than that, actually, about 5 or 6. And also other people are using them. The nice thing about it is it turns itself off when you're watching Netflix or something like that. It turns itself off pretty damn quickly, so that's cool. I picked up another controller today because I was thinking, right, I need a wired controller because my PS3 controller, this thing's had it, the battery in it is just gone. And also on my other one, this analog stick spins around, which is seriously hard because you're playing a game and go, oh, whoop, you're slipping all over the place. So this one is dead. So I thought, right, I've only got like this controller now that actually fully works. Well, not even that, because it doesn't even fully work. So I decided to go out and pick up a new controller, and I saw these in Asda, which is a store in the UK, basically Walmart. They're the same people. And for you US people there, and I picked up the Power A AirFlo controller for PlayStation 3, and you see it's wired, which is lovely. And I like the pictures on the front. It lights up and it looks really cool. Play hard, stay cool. And let's look at the back, and it shows you it has lights on it, and it has triggers which are actually concave, so they actually go out, which is very nice. And the analog sticks are in the Xbox, so I thought this is probably the perfect controller. I don't think I've ever used anything that looks this good and is that awesome. So I went and picked it up, and I have only used it for about 10 minutes so far. And as you can see here, it's wired and it's reaching all the way over to my PlayStation, which is quite far away. And I'm on the other end of the sitting room here, and I'm still got quite a way on this cable. So that's really cool in itself. And it feels quite nice. You've got clicky analog sticks. It looks a bit plasticky, to be honest. It feels a bit plasticky. The D-pad's okay. It's a bit, sometimes it mixes up what you're doing, but you know, no one really uses a D-pad anymore apart from on like some old arcade games like Streets of Rage. I love the D-pad on that. The analog sticks are lovely, they're beautiful. Look at this, they actually go up as opposed to PlayStation ones which go down. So that's an added bonus. And the home button's really nice. Start button's here. You probably wonder what these two buttons are, and I'll get into those in a second. The buttons here are quite nice. They're okay. But yeah, and the L1 and R1, compared to these long things that you have to reach your fingers up as hard as you can, because those are really hard to hit, those L1 and R1s on this controller. You have to like lift your fingers up really high to be able to hit them. On this, they're really nice and quite receptive, so I'm very impressed. Of course, you can't swap over the controls. It's not one of those swappy ones, but you know, you can do it in menus in most games, apart from the Call of Duty and Battlefield and stuff. But the main feature of this is, if I'm in the dark, oh my god, it lights up. It lights up and it looks amazing. Look at this. And it lights up your controller so you can see it in the dark. Although people who play PlayStation kind of already know what the controllers are. But, you know, for people who don't, it was always helpful. And yeah, and that's not all. It has a fan in it. So if I press this button, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but the fan's starting up there. And I can feel a breeze coming out of the back of my controller. As you can see, there's actually fan ports here. There's a big fan in the back of the controller, and there's fans that come out the side and fans that come out the front, and you can actually feel a slight breeze. So if you're one of these people that gets really sweaty while playing games, when you get really hot and your hands are kind of like slipping off your controller, then this is absolutely amazing, and I'm quite impressed. And also, it's not only one setting, it's two. Yeah, can you hear that? It's quite loud, but you can feel it. I mean, it's quite. I don't know if you better hear it on the. If I put it up close to the mic, you can definitely hear it, but I don't know if you better hear the of the wind, to be honest. But you can feel it. It's definitely there. It's not as breezy as I thought it was going to be, but it's still very, very cool, and it keeps your hands cool. It feels quite weird actually holding it, and it vibrates slightly when it's doing it, so that feels a bit odd as well. But I really like this controller. £15 Asda, absolute bargain compared to, you know, your standard PS3 controller, which costs bloody £32 pretty much everywhere in the world. These things are really well made, but pricey as hell, and I don't like them. I mean, Sony, really, please fix these. You know, these people who are making cheapy controllers are getting it right, and they're doing cool things with it, like lights and fans on your controller. So yeah, PlayStation, take notice. I love you, PlayStation, but please take notice of the controller design. Thanks for watching. Thank you, CI5 Lactis, for giving me the idea, and I'll be back soon with some other stuff. Check out my Ridge Racer Unbounded review I did yesterday, which took me about 5 hours to create, and I hope you guys like it. It's probably the most advanced review I've ever done. But this has been my review of the AirFlo Power A controller and the GioTech HF1. Thanks for watching, but until next time, that's me out. Lights.